So here we will see the second problem. 0.01 mole of silver nitrate is added to 1 liter of a solution, which is 0.1 molarity in sodium chromate and 0.005 molarity in sodium iodate. Calculate the mole of precipitate formed at equilibrium and the concentration of silver ion and iodate ions and chromate ions. So Kp of silver chromate and silver iodate is 10 power minus 8 and 10 power minus 13 respectively. So here we have to find out. So again see here, it will go under the same things. So first we have to find the which iodate this one or chromate will precipitate first. So Kp of potassium chromate and potassium iodate is given over here. So first we'll find in which case silver is required very less quantities. So first for the, let us find out the silver on adding of the silver nitrate, that is nothing but the 0.01 molarity. So when you add 0.01 molarity, so how much silver is dissolved in the solution? So here again we have given here 0.005 molarity of iodate and chromates will do 1 by 1 respectively. So here silver iodide is needed. First we will find out this one. So for silver iodide IO3, okay. So for this Kp value is given here 10 power minus 13 divided by, and here the chromate value is given here, sodium iodide given here, so 0.005 molarity. So on solving we will get here 2 into 10 to power minus 11. Similarly for silver chromate, okay, so how much here silver require? So here silver require is 10 to the power minus 8 and divide by 0.1. okay. So but in silver chromate we can see it is Ag2CrO43. This is Ag2CrO43 for silver required, so we have to take the square root of this one also. So on taking square root, this becomes 3.16 into 10 power minus 4. okay. Now if you compare this one, silver iodide and silver chromate, so this will precipitate first. This is clearly that this will precipitate first. okay, so this will be more soluble. So if you put silver nitrate continuously, the silver iodide will precipitate first, and if the concentration of silver become this much, then this will start precipitations. okay, so we have to find the silver iodide precipitate, how much it is precipitated. okay, so in order to, so again in order to precipitate, we can write here in order to precipitate AgIO3, okay, so we can write here silver nitrate, okay, it will react with sodium iodate, okay, it is giving a silver iodate and plus sodium nitrate. okay, so initially concentration was 0.01, here concentration at 0.005, this will be 0 initially. okay, so what will happen after reaction, this will becomes 0.01, so here it is 0.05, so this will be here 0.005, this will be also 0.005, so we get the concentration silver iodide, and this will be 0 and this will be half of, so if you subtracting, if you give here 0.005. okay, now the left mole of silver nitrate, so this silver nitrate will now precipitate which one? Silver chromate. So right here next equations, silver nitrate, okay, plus Na2CrO4 and plus it will give you Ag2CrO4 plus 2 sodium nitrate. So here this was the left here, so you put this value over here 0.005, 0.005, this is given here 0.01 molarity, and this will be chromate we here initially 0, so this will become, so here 0.1 molarity and 0.05 molarity. okay, so here we require chromate, so already 2 is there, so we have to take half, we have to, already 2 is there, so we have to take half of chromate, so it will become half, so half will be 0.005 by 2, so that is nothing but the 0.0025, this will be again 0.0025, not this is your 0.005. okay, this is a half. Now this will be your how much? So 0.1 minus 0.025, so this will be your 0.0975, and this will be your 0. Okay, so this will be completely precipitate, this one into Ag2Cl3. so we can see here how much chromate is left in the solution. So chromate left in the solution will be how in solution will be how much? It will be given here 0.00975. okay, so this is the chromate which is left in the solutions. Now so we have three ions. One is silver chromate, okay, one is your this chromate ions, silver chromate is there also there, then one is your sodium chromate ions is also present there. Okay, so how much iodide left in the solutions? So chromate left in solution. Now which are the solution contents? So here solution has AgIO3, okay, this is in soluble form. Next we have Ag2CrO4, this also soluble form, okay, and third we have CrO4 with sodium, okay, this is in solution form. Okay, so this is given here 0.05, okay, we can see here 0.05, this is the concentration, this is present in solution. Next this is present in this is present in solution, and silver chromate here 0.0975, okay, and chromate ion is present in the solution as a 0.0975. okay, so we have, so this is not 0.05, this will be your 0.025, so we can write here, cut it here, this will be your 0.000 no 00 should be 25. So we can take this value, the three values are there which is present in the solutions. Okay, now next is how much silver left in the solutions. Okay, so to find the silver left in the solutions, so we can write here silver left in the solution will be how much? So we can write here K2 Cr2 Ksp of silver to CrO4, it is given here, and divide by the CrO4 2 negative. So we'll get here answer. So this is Ag2CrO4, this Ag2Cr4. So we can take a square root, 10 power minus is the Ksp value, and divide by 0.975. So we'll get here value 3.2 into 10 power minus 4 molarity. So this is the silver left in the solutions. Next is the how much IO3 iodide is left in the solution. Okay, so again for this iodide left in the solutions, we have to take the concentration of silver. So here Ksp is given here. Ksp, if you see, it is given here silver iodide minus 30, and divide by, this is the solution of silver. So right here minus 4 molarity. So on solving we will get here 3.1 into 10 power minus 10 molarity. So iodide is left in the solution this much, and silver left in the solution is this much. So if you multiply, we will get the value of silver iodide. So this is our basically answers. So a solution contains a mixture of silver plus 0.1 molarity and H2 2 plus 0.1 molarity. So which are to be separated by selective precipitation. Calculate the maximum concentration of iodide at which one of them gets precipitated almost completely, and what percentage of that metal ion is precipitated. So we have given two values, Ksp of silver iodide and Ksp of mercury iodide, both are given here. So we will do the same way. First we have to find which iodide will precipitate first. So those who have the less value will precipitate first. So for we find out for silver iodide. Okay, so what is the concentration of iodide? We can see here. So first concentration of iodide will be Ksp of silver iodide. Ksp will be here. So first Ksp will be how much? The Ksp will be your 8.5 into 10 power minus 17, and divided by concentration of silver is given here 0.1 molarity. It's given here 0.1 molarity. So on solving we will get here answer 8.5 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 16 molarity. Second case for Hg2I2 silver mercury iodide. So here in this case concentration of iodide is, this square is there. Okay, so we can write here concentration of square So this will becomes, so Ksp of this is given here 2.5 into 10 power minus 26 and divided by concentration of silver is iodide is here again, mercury is given here. So this is Hg2I2. So this will be your 0.1, 0.1. So this is square is there, so you can write here square. So on solving we'll get the answer here Hg2 plus. So this is your not square, this will be your Hg2 plus, means this is nothing but the Hg plus sign. So just take care, so we can't take a square here. So if you write here, it will becomes here 5 into so here is 5 into 10 to the power minus 13 molarity. So this is the basically answer. So here we can't take a square, this is this curve, just take in mind. So this is the iodide of from mercury, this molarity, this is the iodide of mercury, this is, so we can compare which is lesser, this is less, because this will soluble first, so, and this will precipitate first, and this will precipitate later on when it will reach this much concentration. Okay, if you take this much iodide is a concentration this much in this here, so we will get the maximum precipitation of silver iodide. Okay, so for again we write here for maximum precipitation of maximum precipitation, so we can this will precipitate first. Okay, definitely lower value. So for maximum precipitation of silver iodide, what we have to do? So we have to take the value of this much concentration. If you take this much concentration of this one silver, so we'll get the maximum concentration of silver iodide. Okay, so percentage of, we can write here silver left in the solution. So write the Ksp value of this much 8.5 into 10 to the power minus 17 and divided by 5 into 10 power minus 13. Okay, so now on solving you will get here 1.7 into 10 power minus molarity. So this much silver is soluble in the solutions. So again now we will go through, this is soluble in solution, so this maximum. After this silver mercury iodide will precipitate. So now we can write here, so 0.1 molarity for silver left in the solution. How much left? 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 molarity of silver ion. Okay, so percentage of silver left will be how much? So 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 and divide by what is the initial concentration of silver, that is 0.1, and again you multiply it by 100, so we will get answer here 0.17% molarity. So percentage of silver precipitated, this will be how much? 100 minus 0.17%, so we will get answer here 99.83%. So this is basically our answer. So it is if you solve it, I am repeating, first we will finding AgI and H2I2 in which is more which will be more precipitate. So this has lesser value, this will precipitate first. Okay, to get maximum precipitation of silver iodide, we have to take the silver this much concentration. If you take this much concentration, that much silver is left in the solution. Okay, so how much other precipitation left? Precipitated, other silver is precipitated. So this is the soluble silver. So you just divide it, you will get in terms of percentage. If you take 100%, because that is 100% precipitated, so 100 minus this much, so 99.83 is silver iodide is precipitated. For the second precipitate H2I2, we have to take the third one, then that will give you the maximum precipitation of H2I2. So that we will see in other type of questions. 0.1 molarity magnesium ions and 0.1 molarity strontium ions. The concentration of H2CO3 is adjusted to a value of 0.05 molarity. What range of pH value would permit the separation of these metal ions as their carbonates? So Ksp of strontium carbonate is given here. Ksp of magnesium carbonate is 3.5 into 10 power minus 8 given here. So first we will find the carbonate which is required to precipitate what? Strontium carbonate. Okay, so how much carbonate we require? So we can write here Ksp of strontium carbonate. K-space strontium carbonate, they are given 9.3 into 10 power minus 10 molarity and divided by 0.1. So we will get here value 9.3 into 10 power minus 9 molarity. Similarly, carbonate required to precipitate this one, magnesium. So this is for magnesium, is required to precipitate magnesium. Okay, so here we require, so how much magnesium carbonate is given here? 3.5 into 10 power minus 8 and divided by here 0.1 molarity. So we will get here answer here 3.5 into 10 power minus 7 molarity. So we can compare this and we can compare this. So this is lesser, this is more, so this will precipitate first, this will precipitate later on. So when this will precipitate first, okay, so what is the concentration of carbonate ion? Okay, so if at this concentration 9.3 is the concentration of carbonate ion, so we will find the H plus value. So in this case, what is the concentration of H plus value? Means acidic value. We have to find the pH range. H plus is how much? So we can write here a square root of carbonic acid. So this carbonic acid we have given here. So Ka also not given here. So Ka for carbonic acid is, we can write Ka for H2CO3 is, let me write this well, 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 17. So K is this much given here. So find your K. K will be your 2.4 into 10 power minus 17 and multiplied by 0.005 and divide by 9.3 into 10 power minus 9 molarities. It will give you 1.13 into 10 power minus 5, or you can say here pH1 will be your 4.94. It's simple here. So if you take here, this is K into concentration given here 0.05 molarity, K into C divided by concentration of this much. So this is nothing but the H2CO3. It will convert into 2H plus and CO3 minus. So we can use this value of KH and we can divide it. Second case, when concentration of carbonate is 3.5 molarity. So in this case, H plus is given here how much? So in this case we can find here 2.4 into 10 power minus 17 multiplied by 0.05 and divide by here 3.5 into 10 power minus 7 molarities. Here you will get here 1.85 into 10 power minus 6. So pH2 will be here 5.73. So this pH2 will. Now question is, so if pH is lesser than 4.94, okay, then what will happen? Lesser than this much. So neither, we can say neither strontium 2 plus nor magnesium 2 plus will precipitate. Okay, if you take pH range 4.94 to 5.73, okay, this range, if you take this range, so if you take this range, so what will happen in these cases? CO3 will be in between what? Concentration of magnesium and strontium. And if you take here a pH more than 5.73, so what will happen? Magnesium carbonate will be precipitated. Okay, so here in this case carbonate is in between, so in this case only strontium will precipitate. Okay, so in this case only strontium will precipitate, in this case only magnesium carbonate precipitate. So or in this case if it is less than pH 4.94, strontium and magnesium nobody will precipitate. So just see this equation carefully.